Hello and welcome to pmclounge.com. Today we are taking a step ahead in our discussion on the schedule management knowledge area. We have already covered the integration management knowledge area. We've already covered the basics of project management. We've already covered the scope management knowledge area in its entirety. I'll share the link to these playlists in the description below. So do check them out if you are studying any of the topics under these knowledge areas. Now, currently we are discussing the schedule management knowledge area, and define activities is another process in this knowledge area. All right, so let's get started. So where are we? We are in the schedule management knowledge area, like I just mentioned, and under the planning process group, if you can concentrate on that, this is where the define activities process lie. If you're wondering plan schedule management process, if you're wondering about that, we've already discussed that in one of our previous videos. I'll share the link to the playlist of schedule management knowledge area as well in the description below, so you can go over and check out all the videos that we have done on schedule management knowledge area. So today we are talking about define activities. That is going to be the focus of this video. If you want to know more about the rest of the activities which we are going to cover in the future videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified. So the main aim of this process is to divide the work into activities. What we are doing is basically dividing the work that we have into certain activities. Now, this division is going to help us in estimating the time that you need to complete these activities, to achieve these activities, right? So define activities fall under the schedule management knowledge area, as you're already aware. So we are basically coming up with the project schedule in this knowledge area. Now, how do you do that? You do that by dividing the work into activities and coming up with the estimated time required for each activities, summing them up and coming up with a schedule as a whole. Well, that is a very simplified version of this knowledge area, but it is definitely going to help you understand why we are dividing the work into activities so that it becomes easier for us to estimate the time that is required to complete these activities. Now, a good question would be, where is this work? Where did you find this project work? What document, what knowledge area, what process? Well, do you remember the WBS from the scope management knowledge area? The work breakdown structure where we got the entire work, we decompose it into work packages. Exactly. That is where the work is coming on. Now, these work packages are further decomposed into activities. So you have your WBS, which you have already created, the work breakdown structure. The work packages are listed in the work breakdown structure. Those work packages, you're going to grab those work packages and you're going to decompose them down further into activities. The activities that the project teams need to do in order to achieve the work package, right? So for a work package, you will divide it into further activities, and for each activity is where you are going to estimate the time required. Now, a good question again would be, why not estimate the work packages itself? I mean, do you have a lot of time at your hands so that you're dividing the work package further? You don't have any other work to do? Well, the thing is, work packages are large, right? They are blob of work. It's a lot of work. A work package could be entire coding completion or a coding completion for one module. That is going to be large and that may involve several activities. It is difficult to estimate a work package, and that is why when you divide it into certain activities, um, let's say a module of code that you need to complete as a work package, if you divide that into certain activities, you'll find out that you need to coordinate with three different teams, and those three different teams will have certain activities. You can reach out to those teams and come up with an estimate of the time that they would need. And that is the reason why you cannot estimate at work package level. Rather, you should estimate at activities level. So here's the hierarchy. You've got the work, which is the scope of work for your project. That is further divided into work packages or deliverables, right? So you do that at the create WBS process. This is where you divide the scope of work, the entire project work, into work packages or deliverables. Like I mentioned, writing a module, right? Writing a code for one module could be a work package. And then in define activities process is where these work packages or the deliverables are further divided into activities. That module of code that you need to do, that may require cooperation and coordination with three different teams. You reach out to them, you tell them that these are your activities that you need to do. Can you give us an estimate of the time that you would need to complete these activities? And further, combining these activities is how you're going to achieve the work package or the deliverable. And once you combine all the work packages, that is where you're going to be able to complete the scope of work for the project. So that's all that we had in this video. Hope you were able to make sense out of the define activities process. You're basically defining activities out of your work packages so that you can estimate them. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Do hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. We often tend to get these questions on what books aspirants should buy. We have a link that you can see on your screen right now. Go to that link, pmclounge.com/pmp preparation resources. This is where we've listed all the books that you should be able to refer to clear your PMP exam. That's all that we have. Do check out the website pmclounge.com, your number one free resource for PMP and other project management certification, as well as project management industry information. Thank you.